1916, World War I was raging. Mary Pickford was the highest-paid actress in Hollywood. Woodrow Wilson was elected president. The city of Barberton purchased Lake Anna, and Highland Middle School was built.
Hello, I'm Bob Jeanette. Our community has always worked hard to support our students with a high-quality education. I take great pride in our school system and its achievements, but now the quality of education is at risk. The school district facilities are working against us. The district has added onto buildings over the years and upgraded the best they can, but the reality is they are still dealing with buildings that are structurally ancient and unfit for today's education. This costs our taxpayers millions to maintain and hurts our ability to give children a modern education. Good schools attract quality people and resources to Barberton. This helps to ensure the continuation of a vibrant community for the future. Studies have shown that communities which regularly pass school levies also see a positive relationship to increases in home prices. Regardless of our stages in life, we all take pride in our community. Many people may not be aware of how severe the problem has become, so for the next few minutes, we are going to show you some of the issues firsthand and lay out a detailed solution.
It's not even a matter of fact our school buildings are not modern. It's a safety issue. We are risking the safety of our children.
Every day, students and teachers work in buildings that are deteriorating rapidly. Over the years, safeguards have been installed, but nothing is fail-proof in buildings that are almost a century old.
Sandrock still has a coal bin in the boiler room. The ceiling to the coal bin was supported several years ago by placing scaffolding in the bin to support the roof structure. This same type of coal bin structure is at Memorial and Portage. An engineer examined the structure, and their opinion is that the ceiling should be removed and a new ceiling installed. Steel posts were placed outside the building to prevent vehicles from parking on top of this coal bin structure.
Unlike 50 years ago, when education consisted mostly of lectures and written tests, classrooms now must address today's real world, including the vast use of technology. But in century-old buildings, it's difficult to accommodate these modern teaching methods. On a daily basis, students and teachers are trying to work in an adverse environment.
For many years, the windows in my classroom have been so loose that I cannot open them up and keep them open safely. I have to use a piece of wood to prop open the windows or they will simply slam closed. And in the heat of August or May, I have to prop the windows open so the students don't suffer through very hot spells. However, doing that creates a safety concern for my students.
We try to take a proactive approach to fixing things here, but because there are so many breaks, we are constantly playing catch-up.
Woodford, ULI, Johnson, and Decker all need updates on the inside. Cafeterias that are too small for numbers of students, bathrooms that are in need of new fixtures, classrooms that are too small and are unable to support the number of computers we should have according to the state. All of this needs to be addressed.
At the stadium, there are structural issues that need addressed. Like most of our school buildings, it is old and out of date.
The stadium has had steel placed inside the structure to support the concrete seating area above. To get to the trainer's room, you have to duck your head and then go in. The locker rooms and restrooms have old fixtures and are full of mold. Wiring is old and doesn't provide enough electricity for what we need today, computers included.
The concrete is crumbling, exposing the supports underneath. With all of these issues, how can our fans, players, coaches, and guests be safe? $60% toward the cost of rebuilding or repairing our schools if voters pass Issue 2 on March 4th to pay for our share of the project. This project will touch every building in the district except the administration building. A .9 mil permanent improvement levy is built into Issue 2. The cost is $11.99 a month for a person who lives in a home valued at $77,000. With Issue 2, Barberton Schools will have safe, technology-friendly classrooms, modern science labs, and more computer capability. The state share of construction is guaranteed. If Issue 2 fails, the money will go to another district.
I don't know any buildings that last forever. There is no question that Barberton needs new and updated schools.
I remember being at Highland, falling ceiling tiles, missing floor tiles, outdated restrooms, the heat in the summer and the cold in the winter. Now that I'm at Barberton High School and a newer school, I understand the advantages to having a new school. It makes for a much better learning environment.
If we don't take the money, there's a long list of schools waiting to take it, and it will never come up again.
Ultimately, the decision is up to you. Our plan is to create a safe and healthy environment where our children will have up-to-date tools and can focus on learning. New facilities will give them the opportunity for the highest quality modern education we can give them. Thank you for your support.
Our need is great, our time is now. This video has shown you how great our need is. Our time is now to access $45 million of state funding, which will pay for 60% of the construction of 2 new schools and the renovation of all of our existing school buildings. Our time is now to leave a legacy for our children and our grandchildren. Please join me in supporting issue number 2 on March 4th. Thank you.
If you have any questions or need more information about Issue 2, call the Levy Hotline at 330-780-2075 or visit our website at www.barbertonschoolslevy.org.
I didn't go to Sandrock for elementary school, I went to Portage. And I never actually realized how bad some of the schools were until I took a look around Sandrock. They definitely need some fixing there between their boilers and all their other inside electricals that they have.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Wade and I'm a junior at Barberton High School. I'm in the TV studio class. And recently we went to Sandrock Elementary School to film the things that need renovated. And I think it would be a very good thing if our levy gets passed because we need to keep our children safe and have a good learning environment.
Recently I visited Sandrock Elementary School and the place doesn't look very good right now. It's got a lot of cracks in the walls and a lot of things that need redone. The whole building could actually be rebuilt and it would be a lot better because if it keeps this up, in a few years it's not going to be anything left of it.